Okay, here we go. Leaving Six Flags Great Adventure out of New Jersey, heading to Maryland for Six Flags America.
YouTube's most hated theme park.
Everyone should hate it. Everything about it is awful. So we're gonna find out. We decided to avoid the tolls, getting out of Jersey, and stop in Philly and visit the Liberty Bell and the Ben Franklin grave. That was cool.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
It's taking me a while to put out a video from the last one to this one. I just kind of was like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And then I had to remind myself, because you're teaching yourself some editing skills, and I'm working towards figuring something out here.
And it's a lot of fun.
So we'll see if I actually can develop a formula. Kind of want to treat it like I do music. So, and then I got really sick, and now my voice is back. So, that's why this video is so late. The next one is going to be even crazier. And go. Now, let's see what happens. Nope, he didn't come out. Okay, let's go to Six Flags America. This is me missing the obligatory front signage. Here we are, Six Flags America. Boo, the most hated park in America. Splash zone. There's no splash.
None of the rides are on.
So it's just a zone. Everything while we were there.
Janky.
I liked all the colors right here. The blues, browns, green. I mean, this is August. The weather was perfect. You can see the clouds in the sky. There would be. Or we could go on this ride. Another ride that everyone hates. Don't ride or something else. Yeah, this thing gets a lot of hate. I think people are too snobby. Or am I just too old? And I don't think that's true. Strudel had a great time on these old classic Woodies. I have actually ridden worse. There is worse. I don't understand. Nobody talks about the other ones that are even worse. They just rag. I don't know. I guess people love to rag it, and here I am ragging on the people who rag. It was fun. Going to this park, we're like, yeah, we'll probably be here for 2 hours, and screw it, we'll go to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and look at this place. It's clean. You can see practically all the rides from this spot. I mean, and then there was all this effort that looked like everybody had put into for making the season really good and look nice. And yeah, everybody hates on this ride too. Firebird, B&M's first roller coaster as B&M, and whatever. It was okay. Strudel didn't like it that much. I love this. You get to walk under the roller coaster, the Woody, and then come over to this other side of the park. It's like that ride splits the park in half. Then Joker's Jinx. Joker's Jinx was a lot of fun. I've always wanted to go on a Sketty Bowl coaster, and this one was totally worth it. I would love it if they would bring this to Six Flags over Georgia. Put it right behind Thunder River out in that parking lot. We rode it 4 or 5 times. Front row, back row, front row, back row. I believe I came off this as a front row lover, and I think Strudel came off as a back row. I love it as it spins down. It's getting faster. You feel the force pushing. I really, really love this ride. It was a lot of fun. This ride alone was worth coming to the park for. Considering there's nothing like it, I would have to... Well, wait. Yeah, more on that later. There's nothing more like it. I didn't... Then we went on the pendulum ride, and this one, we don't normally go on the pendulum rides. There's usually, the wait time, and then if somebody vomits on one of them, then it's another 45 minutes, and it's not usually worth your time. But there was a low line, and we went on it, and its position in the park and the length of time you're on the ride was totally worth it. Wild one. Classic Woody. Where else on the East Coast are there that many classic Woodies left? Yes, I pay attention to all the security systems when I go places. Which was funny too, because security here came up to me and him later and asked if I was his father. And I was like, well, I am twice his age. Which made us look even more weirder. I should have just said yes. This dude in the middle, once we got to the top of the lift hill there, he just decided he was going to stand up and surf this coaster up until about this point here when he sat down. Of course, I'm like, whatever, go ahead, man, do it. Like, put your life at risk. You're making the choice, and if you fall off the ride,
Then I'm just gonna laugh.
I did, we did. We both enjoyed the ride. It was a lot more fun than you would think. This ride sucked. This was the worst ride in the park.
Like right about there when I was like,
Yeah, right about there. I was like, this ride sucks.
it should spin the whole ride.
Yeah, it should have.
Right here.
Our cart started spinning right there.
They're not spinning. Well, six for them.
Yeah. Oh my god. See, we need that.
Yes.
We need that. We need a mojito. Bring the mojitos in.
When the bar open.
We're the Hurricane. There was no alcohol in the park. None to be had. And the park still didn't suck. Superman was closed, and the park still didn't suck. I bet Batwing could have been open and the park still wouldn't suck, as long as Joker's Jinx was open. So here we go on the SLC Hang and Bang. Another everyone hates this ride. And it went bad. We did two rides on it, one in the front, one in the back. I preferred the back. Strudel preferred the front. I felt like the front, I could feel the push and pull. And in the front during that section, we were right at sunset, and that's what it felt like. Everything was strobing through the trees and the supports. But I loved how there was all this greenery around the back, all the edges of the park, and it felt like you were somewhere out in the woods.
And, there wasn't like warehouses and highways, hookers and drug dealers.
You could see outside the park like some other parks. What in the F is that thing? And we walked over to the water park.
Please send foot water.
I wanted to see the foot water.
Send foot water.
Just see
They
it.
killed Kenny. Right.
Decided it wasn't worth it. That's when the loudspeakers were like, park closing. We're like, oh. We didn't stay at Great Adventure till park closing, but we did here. And we had a blast at Great Adventure.
Put your camera away.
Six Flags America, man. We stayed till park closing. Totally worth it. It was a lot of fun. when people talk about hating on a place, maybe you should think,
Why are they hating on this place so much?
and you'll probably find out that it's not true. Then we stopped in Alexandria, got ourselves a drink, something to eat. Oh my God, I had never had Scottish eggs before, and Strudel ordered those, and they were fucking delicious. The next video is going to be King's Dominion, y'all, and I'm going to go over the fucking top on it. I'm going to make it a psychedelic sacrifice. Face Rip Dop's favorite place. Favorite place.